Woo! 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 Oh, that'll be the scariest ghost you've ever seen, eh? Oh, frighten the life out of you. Let's talk about 3 ghosts. Okay, so what I'd like to talk about is the, the story. It's actually Charles Dickens. If I say Charles Dickens, no one's interested. It sounds really boring. Charles Dickens, that's like 200 years ago. What are we listening to him for? But there's a story, A Christmas Carol. And you've seen it, I'm sure you've seen some sort of story of it on TV. Every so often there's a sort of a modern film that's made of it. I've got a feeling there was a Walt Disney film with Donald Duck, maybe. I think it was Donald Duck and his 3 nephews, I think. So the story goes, this guy, Ebenezer Scrooge, very, very mean, horrible boss. 200 years ago, there were no sort of like employee rights or anything like that. If there are now, but do you know what I mean? It was a dark days. You just got paid what you were given. If your boss was saying you were on a hard time, that was it. You didn't get paid. It was hard in those days, Victorian times, Victorian England. Maybe there's still many parts of the world that are actually like that today. You know, it can be very tough for a lot of people. So it starts off with the first ghost takes Scrooge back to the past, to when he was a lad. You know, a young pup full of life. He was happy. Not the miserable character that we see in the modern days. He was happy, full of hope, full of joys, ambitious, wanted to live life full of energy, had dreams, had goals, ambitions. A really happy camper. Then the next ghost, the ghost of Christmas present, brings him to the Christmas now, shows him around how everyone's living, how Tiny Tim's pretty sick and their family's struggling to feed him, and because they haven't got any money, Scrooge hasn't paid them and they're making him work. They're not excited about Christmas. They're sort of dreading Christmas. It's going to be hard. Then the third ghost comes along, and that's the ghost of Christmas future. And it takes him forward, and it takes him to, I think it's when Scrooge has died. No one likes him. He's buried alone. No one misses him. Everybody's happy that he's died because he was such a miserable old git. The ghost of Christmas future frightens the life out of him. It then ends up, the story finishes happily with Mr. Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, waking up, and he wakes up on Christmas Day and he suddenly realises that he's got the rest of his life to make a change, to be a nice person, to make people like him. He suddenly realises that all the dreams that he had in the past, he'd kind of given up on them, but he's got time to change. It's very, very important. So think back to your dreams and your goals. Do this Dickens exercise now. What are your goals in the future? What were they in the past? Can you still get there? What can you do to get there, more importantly? So ask yourself, how can you get there to where you want it to go in the future? And then also ask yourself, think about the 3 ghosts. Think about going to the future if you've just stayed where you are now. You know, maybe you love where you are. My wife's been with the same company for a long, long time. She loves it. She meets people from all over the world. They come to Dubai to visit, and she's working flat out and very hard, but she enjoys where she is. So maybe she'd be happy to continue on the path she's going on. And again, her job's evolved, it's changed. So think about where you are now and where you're going. Do you want to carry on down the path? Where will it lead you? Eventually, when it takes you to where you want to get to, will you be happy to get there, or do you want to change it? So think about the 3 ghosts. Take this as being a nice friendly ghost. Woo! Take this as a visit from a friendly ghost. Like Casper. Is it Casper? And then think about that. Maybe it's time to sort of review where you're going, the path that you're going down.